Hello, happy Friday. I am here a little bit later than normal. I advertised that I would be here at 1 today instead of the usual 10 o'clock. I had to bring a car in. So some days we just have to adapt a little bit. So I hope someone will join me at this different time today. I'm going to be showing you a card, Loveliest Tree. And I'm going to be using this newer embossing folder. This is Birchwood 3D embossing folder. I like how subtle it is. And then I'm also going to be using a greeting from this So Sincere. This stamp set I use a lot just because I love the versatility of the greetings. So I just mounted the Loveliest Tree last night, and so this is just my first attempt at a card with that. So I like the greetings with this. Congratulations, happy birthday, sending heartfelt sympathy, and thank you. I think it's just versatile words that we all can be using quite a bit. So I am going to just, I advertised to try and do a 5-minute card, so I'm going to get my watch ready to reset just to see that I can do it in that length of time. So I'm going to get started. All right, I'm going to move this stuff out of the way. I'm going to first start by trimming my paper. Often when I'm making cards, I do this ahead of time, so you don't have to watch it, but I wanted to show that I can do it start to finish in 5 minutes. So hopefully I can do that today. Sometimes I run just a tad long. I'm cutting at 5.5 inches. And I'm gonna take this piece of crumb cake and I'm gonna cut this at, I'm gonna go to 5 1/4. And cut it, and then cut it at 4 inches. So I'm gonna go just like that. I'll set this aside. While I've got the trimmer out, I am going to also cut a piece. This is where I'm gonna be stamping the tree on. This is gonna be 4 inches by 3. So I'm gonna go 3 inches here by 4. Obviously, I can do a lot faster if I'm making more than one card at a time, but I'm trying to show you how I can do this. So I have this scrap here. This one's going to be 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So this one's going to be the layer for that crumb cake piece. Let's see, 3 1/4. All right, and then now I do want a little green piece here that is just about a 1/2 inch. That one can be a little bit harder to do, but it's a little slanted. I'm going to do it with a little bit bigger piece. It's a little bit easier to hold in place. All right, now I'm going to do this 1/2 inch by 2 inches. And then one final cut. Sorry, lots of cuts here. This is going to be 1.5 inch by 1. So I did the 1 inch, and now I'm going to go by 1.5. So those are all of my dimensions, and I will put them down in the video. So what I'm going to do now is, with this piece, I'm going to show you how you can just get the ink on here without having to do blends or markers to color it in. I'm going to take my stamp pad and go directly on this tree. Check out my time here. All right, so I'm just adding my ink directly to the stamp here. So there I've got the green, and then now I'm going to take the brown to be the trunk and a little bit of the branches. All right, now this is a piece that's 4 inches by 3 inches. I'm just going to stamp there. And then I have a white piece for the inside, and I'm just going to stamp again, a little bit toward the top, and this is going to be on the inside of the card. It's a little bit lighter, but I still like how it looks. All right, now for my greeting, I'm going to make this into a sympathy card. Sympathy cards are just never fun to need, and so it's nice to just have some on hand. And so this I'm putting on the 1 inch by 1.5 inch. And so I've got the sending heartfelt sympathy. And then from So Sincere, I'm doing You're in My Heart and Prayers. I'm going to stamp this on this part that is going to be inside. So the greeting's on top of the tree for the inside of the card. So I'm going to, I see I have a little smudge there. I'll get that off a little. I'm going to show you afterwards a trick to get that off. I don't want to waste my 5 minutes to show that right now. So this is going on the inside. This is just a 4" by 5 1/4 piece. I'm going to put this piece through my cut and emboss machine with my new birch embossing folder. These are the new jumbo embossing folders. I love it because no matter what direction you're doing, there is space. I mean, you have lots of, you can emboss a lot. You can often emboss for a couple cards at the same time, depending on how big you're wanting it to be. So here is the birch look. So, oops, I slipped it on a card. So I'm going to put this on here. This also is this is the 4" by 5 1/4. I'm going to take this 3 by 4" crumb cake piece, and I'm going to mount it on my old olive. So I've got early espresso, crumb cake, and old olive are the colors that I am working with. So now I'm going to just take this little piece. This is a 1/2 inch. Let's see what time I have. Oh, it's 5. Tempting to do too much here. All right, I didn't have enough putty out on that one. So here we go. Here is the card, sending heartfelt sympathy, and the inside, you're in my heart and prayers. So I'm just gonna quick show you, if you have a little sanding block, you can just take this and sand off where you did it. It makes it look a lot less noticeable there. So a little trick for you today. I did this one I stamped it all in an early espresso, and then I used my Stampin' Blends to color it. So you could do that. It just takes a little bit more time to do the coloring in if you're wanting to do that, but this is another great card. And I also used Basic Beige instead of the crumb cake. I stamped on the lighter color there. So you have to let me know if you like one better than the other. But again, this is a fairly quick card that you can make using Loveliest Tree. Great little stamp set. It also, it comes in a bundle. You don't necessarily have to have the bundle. Obviously today I just used the stamp set and that worked just fine. So I hope you get time to create this weekend. We've got a beautiful weekend here in Minnesota coming up, and love to do some stuff outside, but I also like to get time to create. If you have not subscribed to my Facebook or my YouTube page, do that so then you're alerted when I'm doing new videos. And also, I'm going to be doing a 12 weeks of Christmas newsletter, and so that starts October 1st. So if you have not signed up for my newsletter, there will be a link in the comments so that you can do that, and so you can get an idea each week, a Christmas idea each week coming up. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching.